Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we're covering the most unique stories. I'm Cannon Preston, and this is No Smack News. Tonight, our main topics are American imperialism in China and Puerto Rico. Let's switch over to our head reporter, Grantley Bennett, for more information on this topic.
Cannon, right now I am in the coastal regions of China. American imperialism is a major part of this area at the moment. With everyone wanting to trade with China, the United States are now establishing its own sphere of influence in China. Its open door policy and pursuit of equal trade opportunities was seemingly beneficial, ultimately contribute to China's vulnerability of foreign economic and political influence, and fueling nationalist movements and contributing to the century of humiliation. If you are wondering, the open door policy initiated by the United States aims to ensure equal trading rights for all nations in China, preventing any single power from dominating trade and preserving China's territorial and administrative integrity. Back to you, Cannon.
Thank you again, Grantley. There has also been news about these same things happening in Puerto Rico. We have Leighton Moore in our studio with more inside details.
Thank you, Cannon. Today we are going to look into Puerto Rico and how American imperialism is affecting them. With the Spanish-American War to an end, as a result of the Spanish-American War, Puerto Rico transitioned from a Spain colony to a U.S. territory, with the United States acquiring control of the island through the Treaty of Paris, leading to decades of American imperialism characterized by economic exploitation, political control, and attempts at cultural assimilation, intentionally shaping the island's political and economic landscape. Puerto Rico is really transforming into an island with amazing power.
Thank you, Leighton. Our last segment of the show is with Derek Goodwin as he discusses the pros and cons of American imperialism in China and Puerto Rico.
Thank you, Cannon. The pros of American imperialism in China, primarily through the open door policy, are primarily economic, allowing the United States to access and trade freely in the Chinese market, benefiting American businesses and bolstering the nation's global standing. This will expand China in so many different ways, economically and politically. The cons of American imperialism in Puerto Rico resulted in significant negative consequences, including a colonial status that led to economic exploitation, political and cultural suppressions, ultimately contributing to the island's current challenges. That's all from me. Back to you, Cannon.
American imperialism in both of these places had so many key components, like in China, economic imperialism, and military involvement, and other forms of imperialism like territorial expansion. While not as direct as European colonial possessions, the U.S. gained control over territories like Guam and the Philippines, which were strategically important for trade and influence in the region. And Puerto Rico's key components are colonial status, limited self-government, economic dependence, which Puerto Rico's economy is heavily reliant on the U.S., and its island faces economic challenges due to its limited dependence in the U.S. market. Well, folks, that's the end of the show. I would just like to thank all our reporters who were here tonight to help us tell you about the topic of American imperialism. Tune in next week at 8 p.m. Central. I'm Cannon Preston, and this is No Smack News.